Hi guys, Hui Raptor here. Today I decided to make my own review of the TEVO Tarantula. This review I'm making, it's a bit different from all the reviews we are used to see, because this review is based on an entire year of usage. But first, let me start with a note that I think it's important to mention. This review is based on my own experience with this printer. This printer was bought with my own money at its full price. TEVO did not contact me or requested me to do this review. I'm doing this review by my own initiative, and everything that will be said here is my true opinion. And what can I say about this printer? Right off the bat, let me just say, yeah, I love this printer. At the beginning, when I was looking to buy a 3D printer, one factor that made my decision was the structure made of aluminium extrusion. The second factor is that it can be easily upgradable and customizable. The electrical connections are another important thing that should be taken into account and needs to be addressed with attention. If people just connect the wires as is without setting them up with terminal rings and ferrules, they are just calling for issues later on. You need to print a fan duct and get a layer fan for a better print quality. You also need to print a few parts to reinforce the structure, but that's no big deal. Regarding the spool holder, I designed this one here. I prefer to have one that is standing on the table rather than hanging on the frame, because I was afraid that the weight of the spool would create vibrations while the printer is working. My heat bed is still looking as the first day I got it. Since day one, I prefer to print on glass. Using a glass has many advantages, and this is just one of them. Cable management is always an adventure. That didn't bother me much though. Just kept everything secure and out of the way. I'm using no auto level sensor, and as I said many times before in the group, I really don't need one, because the way I have my machine and the way I handle it, the leveling stays steady for so long that I don't even remember when it was the last time I checked the bed level. All that thanks to the Y upgrade and mostly by using a glass all the time. I had no problems with any of the parts, and I'm still running all the stock electronics, except for the display, only because I wanted to upgrade it. The original one is still working, and I keep it as spare. Even the entire hot end, including the nozzle, is the stock one, and still working perfectly. The manual that came with my printer had some steps missing. I think it got reviewed in the meantime, but I heard that it's still not 100% perfect. And yes, I had a few questions and doubts during the assembly, but like me, anyone without experience can put this printer together and get it to work. And to be honest, it's my opinion that the printer will be as good as the way you assemble it. If you assemble it without care and without paying attention to detail, it will not print as good as if you take care of detail and assemble it right. There's a lot of help videos on YouTube and a fantastic group on Facebook, always ready to help everybody. They helped me when I was at my learning stage, and I can't thank them enough. Check the description in the bottom for the link. This printer has many printing hours, and it's just basically like a workhorse. Just turn it on, select print, and there she goes. As soon as I got this machine dialed in and started to understand a bit more about slicers, I started to get very good printing results. I'm currently printing at a speed of 70 millimeters a second. I haven't tested faster speeds yet, but I know that this printer is capable of faster speeds. If you followed my previous videos, you know that I made lots and lots of upgrades. But not all of the upgrades are a must-have. I will talk about which ones are really necessary and which ones are just a nice to have, but that will be in my next video. So, if you guys ask me if I could go back in time, if I would choose this printer again, well, my answer is yes, definitely I would. I don't regret my choice, not even for a second. If instead I had bought a ready-to-use one, I would never get so much knowledge. And this is my review. I hope you enjoyed my feedback and my printer. I'll see you guys in my next video.